Shout out Master Khalik for the $4.99 super chat. If they would have just sat down for that Wisconsin case, would things be different, you think?
Well, I question that at times. Like, if I would have pled guilty to that Wisconsin case, what would it give me? 20 years, 25 years, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do the 25 years, do 20 years to come back and what? Do it again?
Mm.
You know, it's hard to be in a situation that like we're in today because I don't have the same group of people around me. I don't have, that circle of people that need you or that do anything for you because you could do something from. I have to stand here on my own and start off from fresh. How many people are willing to do that? All them dudes on the street, that's the fear. They fear letting go something that's not even theirs.
Mm.
The people around me right now are the people who really mean something.
Right.
And I don't even get to see them as much as I would like to.
Mm-hmm.
But you really have to stand on your own. You let go of that life, and now who's okay with that?
Right.
It's hard. It's a hard, place to be because you identify yourself so much with that part of your life, and then you got to, straight cut it off because it's a cancer. It's gonna kill you.
Mm.
And then you sit alone, and you like, it's weird, like to be in a situation you're alone and all that is just behind you. You ain't got 50 phones no more or 200 people waiting to do whatever you say,
Mm.
or bags and bags of money just to buy whatever you want.
Right.
It's weird, but at the same time, looking back, we were living in our own, like,
Bubble.
golden cage, hiding, fearing for, surrounding yourself, by your own walls that you built around you, security, limiting the way you live your life.
Hmm.
It's just it's hard to explain.
And it's safe to say that it wasn't just one man or one person or one this. The whole game was the monster at the end of that shit. Like at that point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What did
yeah,
you
for
just
sure.
say?
So,
You said it's trying to kill me.
man, when you at that level, man, you got jealous ass people trying to get at you. The people on the street, the cartel people, your so-called friends. Then you got the feds on you. How could you win, man?
Mm.
You get tired of it. You do.
Everybody's answer is just yeah. Oh, just do the 30 years.
Yeah, do the 30 years, and then I mean, like I said, if people feel when I first decided to do this, I didn't think I was gonna have to give up a bunch of my guys in Chicago, people that I was super tight with.
Mm.
I thought that people that I was gonna have to make my enemies were the first ones to go, the way the cartel does it.
Mm.
But it didn't work out that way. It was something new. I never met anyone that did it before.
Mm.
And once the feds got you, they're like, look, it ain't gonna be your way. You're gonna have to give everything up.
Hmm.
And once you're in that situation, you're literally thinking about your own family and their security and their well-being over your guys, over a friend that might betray you.
Mm.
Anyways, so it's a big. Think about it. I mean, you put yourself in my shoes. Like, what would you do?
We've had this conversation before. You know, again there
I
was
mean, I'm gonna say this. Everyone could answer this on their own because in front of everyone else, people would say what they should say in front of people.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna tell me you're gonna choose your boy over your own kids, I'm gonna question you. And I'm not crying victim. I I chose to do this. I just never thought it was gonna be this dirty at the top.
Yeah, but you think about the question that we've posed before that you asked. You sent me a DM. You asked the question. We put out a poll, and what was surprising about it? It's an anonymous poll, right? And it still went
Yeah.
left. And the question was, what's worse, murder your friends or tell on them?
hmm hmm I mean, but the thing is that when you have that choice, I mean it. Like really, either you tell on them or you kill them. Like that's the two choices you have.
Right.
No, maybe this or maybe that. And then you gotta wonder if they had the gun, what would they do?
Mm. Right.
And again, you and that side, that's one hand. On the other hand, is your own family,
Mm-hmm.
your own kids that didn't want, they didn't have no say over the kind of life that they were gonna be brought into. I mean, look. Maybe people don't understand, but I think my brother and I, on that point alone, it hits hard for us. It has so much meaning because I grew up into this life. I
Mm.
didn't have a say. My dad was in prison when I came home. When I was born. I wanted a normal childhood. Who don't?
Right.
Who don't want to grow up in the suburbs and go to private school and have an easy life? But that's what we work for. That's why we hustle for, to get out the hood, to leave that shit behind.
Hoping that the game would bring that, and the game just brought so much that you couldn't even pay attention to those things that were so important.
Yeah, you get sucked into that life and you become a character like in one of those videos, like I said.
Mm.
But you gotta take a step back and be like, man, that's stupid sometimes. Like, what am I doing?
No, I'm gonna do it, dog. I'm gonna take a step back and start being like them videos. I gotta do some fake shit to win, bro. That's what works around
Hey, look, I'm not. It does feel like all that fiction gets all the attention.
here.
And then I see it, like I said before, people out there talking about no snitching, the code of honor, always on YouTube talking about the shit. Always trying to get their story told. Why? That's not the game. The game is shut the fuck up and keep it to yourself.
Dog, the shit that I hear on the internet and the stories that they tell, and I'm like, why are they even talking about that?
The
What?
truth is, everybody's snitching on Diddy right now. Fuck, nobody keeps their mouth shut no more.
But see, that's something that they need to tell on his ass about.
Mhm.
If you ain't gonna split his shit,
Yeah,
if indeed he did anything foul with minors, if you ain't
yeah,
gonna split his shit, it's your place to put him somewhere.
bro. If he tried it on you and you didn't do
Come
shit,
on, you gotta relax. You gotta relax, all right?
bro. If he invited you into his little private party and it was just you and him, you
Put
should
it
be
this
mad
way.
as
Put it
shit.
this way. You know a little bit about me.
Mm-hmm.
Could have walked through some doors, I'm sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here fucking with you right now. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean.
No, I got you.
It's all hypocritical, man. Like all these people on all these interviews. Like I have a cooperation agreement. I got to come home off
Right.
of me, telling my story.
They just out there exposing shit.
They just exposing shit just to be famous. And then they want to talk about gangsters.